living in Nicaragua, there are facilities there that you could go to, that many expatriates go to and receive dental care, medical care. But we did a lot of research. My husband felt that he was having some trouble with crowns, and I had a sensitive crown. And he did heaps of research, all on the net, looked at the interviews, looked at the reviews, checked about the doctors, and we found that Dr. Vargas seemed to have the best reputation. The medical facility is top-notch, absolute state-of-the-art. As we could tell from all the people who work there and the information we could get about them, that they were just perfect. They were absolutely the top. So we decided to come down, and we decided to come for a week so we could take care of any problems if something arose, or if we did find problems deeper than we thought we had. But fortunately, we both turned out to be pretty good, so we've loved the manner of which Dr. Vargas talked to us. He was totally upfront and honest. I didn't feel like I was being forced into anything. He was so intelligent and knowledgeable about everything that they do in the clinic, and explained it so simply that anyone could understand and feel totally confident in his abilities to help. So that was great. Total security. I mean, this is a little enclave in San Jose, and the security, I think living in Nicaragua, that's an important thing for me, because there are some places in Central America that aren't as secure. But this is a beautiful environment, totally secure. There's a presence of police force or security forces around, but you're 5 minutes walk to anywhere. I had no hesitation to go to the shops, to go have a meal. Everything is in a 5 minutes walking distance. Excuse me. Sorry. Everything is in a 5 minute walking distance, and I sleep soundly. I don't listen for noises. Everything is terrific. Yeah. Beautiful. We were here 20 years ago, and boy, has this place changed. Amazing. In 20 years, this didn't exist. I mean, it was just kind of like it was a big city, but a sprawling city. And now you come to this little enclave in Escazú, and it's like, wow, everything's modern, beautiful, clean, secure. And like I say, when you stay in the guest house associated with the clinic, you're 5 minutes from anything. And it's fantastic. I feel like I'm almost on a holiday. You know, I don't have to worry about anything. It's all right here at your, within an easy walk. Nicaragua is not as modern. The infrastructure doesn't exist. You really can't count on anything. And the difference here in Costa Rica is people are well educated. They are very genteel. And I felt like everywhere I've gone, whether it be a supermarket or a cafe or just walking down the street and asking directions, I have felt that everyone I've encountered here, especially in Escazú, they've been so kind and wanting to help, and just so polite and respectful. So, and you don't get that in a lot of other countries. People are timid or shy or not understanding you, and you feel removed. Here, no, totally embraced. My husband did a lot of research with Ozone. He's had a lot of treatment in his shoulders and his knees. He had some deterioration in rotator cuff tears, and he had huge success using Ozone. And so he felt that why not use it for preventative, which you can do, and also if indeed our crowns were not stable and that we might need a root canal, if we get in there soon enough, that root canal didn't have to be done. So because of the sensitivity of the crowns, we both came down to have an examination and to make sure that our dental work was healthy. But if it wasn't healthy, Ozone was the only way that he was going to go, because he abhors surgery of any sort. So he had his ozone treatments. He's been doing it all week, and easy peasy. And I don't know if it's pleasurable. I'm not doing it myself, but he finds it so easy. And he's, in and out and finished. Yeah, great stuff. I mean, I think ozone is the answer to a lot of medical problems. I think the research is only starting to give evidence to the effects of it and how widely it should be used for so many different medical issues. So I know that it works in joints. I know that it works in the mouth. So, I mean, I don't understand all of its capacities, but I think it's going to be one of, once it's grasped by the whole of the medical community, things are going to change. We don't have residency, no. We had to stamp our passport. And coming here has been like a holiday. I mean, you're treated so well. The facilities are so excellent. The guest house is perfection. You can associate with other patients here and, and have a camaraderie. Or we had an apartment suite off the side and we could just close the door and read a book if we wanted to. But the facilities are beautiful. The concierge, the client concierge, Victor, is fabulous. If there's anything you could possibly want or have a question about, he answers it. But not just in making your stay here comfortable and easy, but more importantly, he knows everything about the clinic. If you were nervous in your first interview with Dr. Vargas and maybe didn't catch everything that was being said or didn't quite understand it, Victor is here to explain everything. Victor is here to hold your hand, to make it seamless, effortless, and to make you feel comfortable in what you're engaging. Because a couple of the patients here that I've met have had extensive work, and I can see where if it wasn't for Victor, I don't know if they would be calm enough to keep going back, because it's really heavy stuff. But Victor explains it. He just takes charge. And I think when you're going through a lot of intense work, having someone on your side and right next to you, I mean, literally holding your hand, you can't go wrong. I mean, you have the confidence in the doctor because he's excellent, but you've got Victor too. And I really truly think that Victor is a key to a lot of the successes at the clinic. I mean, you've got the talent of the doctors, but it just makes and facilitates the healing and the happiness of what you're going through. I mean, because you know that between the two of them, you're getting exactly what you need. We're going back to Australia in the end of the year. We have another 6 months in Nicaragua, and then we'll be going back to Australia. And seriously, if we ever needed any extensive work or just something that needed to be done in our mouth in the form of crowns or removal of mercury? Silver-colored fillings, any of that kind of work or anything extensive, I'd fly back here in a flash. And it isn't a difficult trip at all. I mean, you fly right into San Jose, and it's the capital. It's an easy flight. Anywhere from the United States, Mexico, Central America, Australia, you just fly into Los Angeles, and it'd be a direct flight to San Jose. So the trip is nothing. It's very easy. You can be met at the airport. Everything. The Ubers, the concierge will arrange everything, so you don't even have to blink. You get off the plane, come out. There's going to be someone there to meet you, escort you right to your apartment, and you're ready to go. So I would suggest anyone, anywhere in the world, to come here. Don't worry about the language barrier, because there's none. Dr. Vargas speaks absolutely perfect English. All of the staff speaks beautiful English. And Victor is bilingual. So there will be no confusion. My husband surfed. That's why we're in Nicaragua. We just we know that we're going to be going back to civilization, and we stumbled upon a beautiful place in Nicaragua. We came to Costa Rica 20 years ago and had a look up and down the beaches, but our daughter was quite small at the time, so we moved. We, of course, went back to America at that time. But coming here, Central America is fabulous. I mean, to be able to travel and live around here, it's pretty nice. It's beautiful. I've worked with holistic doctors for 20 years. I've always tried to find an alternative to invasive surgeries, invasive practices, something that encourages the body to heal itself rather than, cutting it out, taking it out, whatever. I prefer to ask the body to help itself. And I think using the ozone in that way it can be life-changing. It can really be life-changing. I've had work done, and my husband's had work done with it, and I don't know. I can see the change in the body, how it heals itself, and I think that's more important than you can't. I don't know. Medicine is a tricky thing, and I think a lot of us, especially in the Western world, has been brainwashed about what a doctor says, and that's the absolute truth, and that's what you have to do. But with a little research and the evidence of what's happening with medicine now and treatments now, it is obvious that you don't have to keep, going in the Western way. This is going to be the new Western medicine. This is going to be what's going to take over and change the minds of medical doctors everywhere in the world. They just have to see the evidence, and hardworking people like Dr. Vargas and Victor, who are absolutely flat out determined to let people understand and know what the advantages are of using ozone. I think everybody wants to be healthy. I think everybody sees that health sometimes is just a given, and when something goes awry or you find disease or pain, I think most people take their health journey more seriously. I mean, you assume that you're going to be fine for a long time, and when you don't, you start looking. And I think the new things that are coming up, the work with the ozone, taking mercury out of your mouth, getting heavy metals out of your body, I think that this is becoming, or it should be, a journey for most people to get their health back on track. And I know that for many years I've been very focused on, I've been nervous about my health because of my family history of cancers and such. And I've become aware of how I want to keep my health. And so I'm open to it all. And this clinic here offers a treatment that I think will be universal. I've worked with holistic doctors that don't use, cortisones and injections, and I've had surgeries and just healing after those surgeries, emotional healing after that surgery. That was probably one of the most important things. And I think that's a part of what I've seen with the patients here. A lot of it's an emotional healing. It's, some of the things that go on are traumatic, but when you have such a support system around you, the emotional healing is rendered more rapid. You can see that people are letting go and asking the body to help heal itself. And I think emotionally, you can stop the healing with the fear and the anger associated to trauma. And if you let that go, the body can respond. It can really, really start healing itself even quicker. I believe that.